Oh, hello everyone, Ether here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series. And I needed to record the introduction. I pretty much everything that I did for this week twice because my audio was kind of broken. And yeah, so the other clip that was with my good audio sadly also got issues because I don't know, my computer was weird, so it was like getting staggering, so it was really painful. So hey, hello again. This week we did a lot of different stuff, and I think we are just going to do in a quick summary because I already recorded everything and did some more progress. So, well, I kind of lost half of the week in terms of progress, but yeah, I'm recording this on the Thursday already, so hopefully it's going to be better overall. But yeah, let me show you what we did over the streams. Starting here on the top of the crane, I just need to do this. Haha, perfect. And you are going to see, like, actually we got right here the setup for the villagers. You know what, I'm going to use the camera, that's going to be easier for you to see what's happening here. So yeah, we got double villager array on top of a fence post. I struggled a lot with these because I couldn't manage to make it work, and the solution was quite simple. I just needed to pull the block of the fence post one more block down because, yeah, I just kept pushing kind of the layers up and then on the side, and that was not working. So yeah, I pulled the block one more down, and if you follow me here, now we got an array of villagers here, soon to be catch and kind of making work onto everything that we need. So that is kind of a one thing. And the other is the overall area over here in the crane. So right now we got the tank, which is the counterweight for the kind of at the cube with the counterweight for the tank in itself. That tank is actually the iron farm. I was waiting there for a dramatic iron golem and no one pooped out. So imagine that pew, an iron golem fell down there. So yeah, iron golems on that side, then the counterweight here for the villager breeder. That's why you get that white block there, which is a powder snow. Same concept for the villager breeder there, that it's the powder snow. And then the villagers are going to be here. This is a small, like, kind of a rock formation. I think it looks nice overall. Then we got some of these thingies for pulling out water, which I totally didn't forget the name. And then we got this card, where we are actually going to start telling some stories. So over here you see we got some really convoluted rock, and I'm thinking into changing this rock from a calcite one because I believe with the glycan on top it's just too much texturing, but probably it's going to be enough when you look from this side, so I'm still not sure. But the idea is to mixing like kind of the calcite with the diorite a little bit, so we are extracting rocks, kind of moving the rocks inside of the temple. But as you can see, this card is a little bit on a diagonal, but also got kind of a harm in the process, so it's losing some parts, because this is what left when I don't stroke the temple. So this is going to be the concept, and the cool thing about this idea of the cards and the villager, and also probably I'm going to integrate it with the monkeys if managed to find them. In my single player world I call them the powder monkeys. In these ones I think they are just like the something monkeys from the Alex mob, so we need them. But the idea is I'm going to have some cards, some monkeys, hopefully kind of a LED into the card or something, so it's going to be like the monkey is going to be around the card at all times. And I'm going to start telling a small story where hopefully I can collect even more of the lost bounties, which I got here right now. And they are going to be like the missing persons because it's just exactly how it looks in terms of a bounty reward or a missing person template. So I'm going to hopefully collect a lot of them and post them all around the world. So hopefully with this is going to be enough for creating different type of cards outside of every people base. That way we can tell them kind of like the story, you know, that what happens here on the temple, and eventually kind of draw more attention here into the temple for the people. I think that's going to be a cool like side project. But yeah, Right now we need to still do some more progress. Of course, we need to finish the base and we need to keep working. So I will see you there with more updates right now. And with the superpower of the editing, we got a super improved array. So let me show you this. This is my old setup for the bottle of enchanting. So essentially they are going to be filled on the bottom side and then they are going to start filling here. I need to collect way more bottle of enchanting because actually, as you can see this, it's already getting totally drained out and I even died again, so yeah, this is becoming painful. But we want a lot, kind of how we want to fill actually everything here from bottle of enchantings. And I don't know if I had this with the one stack upgrade. Yeah. So every single one here is going to be able to hold only one stack extra. So pretty much this is going to be my backlog plus the 5 item stacks here plus one extra. So I'm using this drawer mainly for like a filtering purpose more than like a storage in this case. That's why I shrink them down to only one slot. And then the other thing is, of course, we are going to eventually unlock create mode for doing this part. I don't want to go that crazy with using all of them here. But the other thing is I extended all the storage drawer here using this pillar now with the frame trims, extending it there, and then using the other controller slave for this thing. And I must say, I got no clue what this is because, yeah, I already unlocked the altar automation, this part I know, and I already have unlocked refined storage from the last week because we needed to help people doing kind of their tools. But for this one, I don't know how the power system works, so I asked for help and Siren came into my rescue and I tried with her like this thermo generator and she gave me also this block of blazing crystal, which I believe is just kind of a magma block or something, like it's super hot and then it's getting cooled by the water dropped by the faucet from the infinite source from the stairs there, and this guy is collecting or converting the power with the coolant into energy here or something. So we got enough. We are producing 560, we are consuming 2050 for this plus a little bit extra from the external storage. I think the cable should consume, but it's just not how it works. And right now this controller is actually like the main brain for everything in regards of refined storage. So it believed that with this external storage it's got a huge like array of items, which is actually reading like all of these belongs to the external storage. And for the automation part, actually let me clear this a little bit. For the automation part, I managed to craft the conduit, and the conduit it's believing like then everything is part of that refined storage and for so requesting the items. But I think we can do more stuff with that. So I got temporarily the button here. We are going to press it because this part is still not automated. I'm not so sure how I'm going to automate it, but the moment I put this here, oh, I pressed the button again. The moment I put this here, you can see like the system is immediately trying to grab the items, but currently it doesn't have any of them. So the cool thing about that is now we can go over here. I'm pretty sure I got on the side. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I got more here. Yes, 64, and I think it's 10 more. I think it was 74. I could be wrong, but we shall see. Let me sure that my magnet is off. Yes. So, oh, 76. So I can throw them like this, but also the other thing that I can do, and this is my idea, let me grab the last two that I needed, is we are going to start connecting now farms, and this is going to be the break for the future, over this storage system. So what I'm going to do now is actually going to grab, let's just say just this one, and I'm going to throw all my andesite there, and then the items are going to start floating down. So this is going to help me go into a more streamlined sense, because now I just need to focus myself into creating farms, and essentially everything is going to be filled down. So this is kind of a really cool, but I think we can go one step forward and actually increase that. So let me check again. So I need one of these, I need 4 of these, and which was the other one? The essence, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me craft one speed of these upgrades, and I think I should just right click it. Yeah, look at that. Can I shift click on the conduit? No, I think I need to break it. So yeah, now it drained everything, and it's going to drain everything else that we can add here faster. So let me check actually, because I don't know how this works, how much energy is going to require the speed upgrade. So we go over here. Oh, it's still 250. Oh, I thought it was going to request more. Oh, maybe it's only when it's working. Oh. Well, so far, if it's like passively 250 and it's going to request more when it's working, I think it's going to be fine. So probably I don't need to get concerned about the power anymore. And you're going to say like this is going to be floating from the sky, which I believe is going to be cool. I got the option to do the quantity one. At least for now, I don't think this is going to be needed because I guess that's going to be like a stack, so I'm fine with it. And the other one is the teleport, which is teleport the items, which I guess this is just kind of for removing the animation. And unless that becomes like super laggy, I'm fine with the animation. Actually, I want the animation. So this is what we are going to do now. I need to start organizing these, probably even expanding that size more higher up, because yeah, we need to pretty much allocate every single possible item that we are going to require for the altar. But yeah, has been a lot of a grind, also recording. Trust me, I wanted to do something different for this week, and I tried to kind of record everything in the following process, but recording got screwed over, so now I just got like the final design. But the other thing that we need to do, and hopefully I'm going to be able to work over the last part of the stream and the kind of finishing this episode, is on the ceiling. With the power of editing one more time, because I have recorded this a couple of times already. You can see that now I'm gearing a brand new set, almost level T33. I haven't wanted to level up yet, but most importantly, the storage is almost done. I mean, we still need to add some little things like wither roses, or totem of undying, name tag, nether tart. Name tag probably have poisonous potatoes, corals, which are going to be alive hopefully, and the sponges and crying obsidian just on the top there. So I got arranging pretty much everything like that the altar is going to require, except for the leaves so far, and for the dice, which are not going to be automated, because the dice I can grab them from the poppies that we are going to have infinite because of the iron farm. And for the, which was the other one? That was the dice, and the other ones are the leaves, but I need to organize the leaves, so probably I'm going to hide them somewhere here. But for knowing really well where or how I'm going to finish it, actually I just need to complete the roof. So I just kind of move away what I had already, or clear it a little bit more. As you can see, the ceiling is totally clear. And for sure that means everything needs to be a couple of blocks up. So I believe the kind of a bottom ground is going to be that block there. I believe it's going to look cool, like hanging there. But probably, and that's going to depend on Siren, when Siren is actually outside of the vault. Hopefully it's going to look better with connecting via cable the generator with the controller from the refined storage. So, Maru going to bed. So yeah, probably that's going to look better, because depending on that, is this guy can go up or down in terms of kind of a distance. So far, I like it how kind of a far away it is. And it's going to be cool, because that way you are going to pay less attention to that guy and more attention to the items falling down. But that means this on the trapdoor, or actually on the block of the controller is going to be the ceiling level. That means essentially there. And how I believe we are going to do is we are going to use this kind of asymmetry already that we had here between the pillars, and we are going to do a classic array of interconnected kind of a support blocks, and then we are going to add slabs. So this is like a really simple design for roof in kind of a more of Japanese style, but since this is a temple, I believe it's going to feel proper. The only thing that I'm not so sure is the exact type of wood that we are going to use. And by the way, I need to do some type of scaffolding probably for going up and down when I'm going to request the materials, because right now all my logs are actually at the top there. But something that I would love to have here is actually have some type of entity that can phase through this slab, hopefully with create, that is going to be a ladder that you can climb. So if I do the ladder with the create ones, I can do probably the brush for this one here, and I'm going to be able to go up and down without kind of interfering with anything, because the other option is just kind of at the stairs here, and that's another option, but the idea of being able kind of to push it is going to be awesome. But the thing is, we got an kind of a scorched outside here, and then I want to have the interior based mainly on the color of the coconut, so probably the coconut is also going to be for the interior walls. So you need to picture that everything is going to be like yellow, 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 yellow. And originally I intended that this is going to be a spruce, but now I'm in between a spruce or in between dark oak. I think dark oak is just too bright so far, so probably I want something like steel spruce. But the problem is, if you look at the trapdoors, my first idea on why I thought about this is because of the texture on the spruce trapdoor that I really love. I like it more than the dark oak, which in this case is not necessarily bad, but it needs to be something that is totally dark. And I don't like the birch forest. I don't like the birch design at all. But then we can do this barn, for example. Then we can add like which is called the cottage trapdoor, which is actually the spruce texture. We can do the same for the dark oak, which is called, I don't know how it's that called. It's called the 4-panel. So essentially I can do on whatever type of wood the trapdoor with the texture that I want. And that, believe it or not, is making everything kind of a more complicated, because I'm really not sure. The thing is, I got kind of the idea, I got the concept, but I don't have the vision for it yet. So I'm going on the go, and that's important because that color of the door is probably going to decide which log I should use. So the cool thing is, since the ceiling is so far away, it's not going to be. It doesn't need to be something that subtle. Could be more, or actually maybe needs to be something more saturated. Yeah, saturated, more like this instead of being more like gray, for example. So probably I want actually a non-stripped dark oak. So my other option is actually going for the blossom one, which I believe looks super cool. I believe it's like just in the middle, in between the spruce and the dark oak, but yeah, I need to pillar up here. But I don't know, so let me see. This is dark oak. Yes. So let me grab all of them. Then we got... Oh, we can also try with the jungle then. This is kind of easy to farm. And then we are going to need the spruce. Oh, wait, that's oak. So that's spruce. I got the signs there so I don't forget the items. So yeah, the thing is, I need to start connecting stuff, and probably I'm going to replace that with trims, or I'm probably going to move everything on the next floor, to be honest. So I'm going to hide everything kind of on the next floor, so I need to go all the way up there. So probably I should start with this as an example. Yeah, let me see. So I wanted to share with you this moment, because usually this is the type of stuff that we do over the streams, but since I haven't been sharing kind of too much of the building process, I thought like it was going to be a nice change, you know? So we can do something different for changing things a little bit. Whoop, perfect. So now I believe it's 3 up. We're going to do the next one with the spruce, and we are going to see which one of these two looks better. Ooh, the spruce seems way more kind of saturated there. Okay, we're going to go, oh, not that one, all the way to here then, mainly because we can go farther away. And of course I need to extend these pillars and everything else. I think I like a spruce more for this case. And actually, if you compare the spruce with the blossom, they're kind of a similar. And I'd rather go with vanilla blocks if I can. Yeah, the thing with the dark oak and the reason why I don't like it is since it's so unsaturated in this case, it's kind of a pulling too much dark inside of the building, while this goes better because it's more like a more warm color. But I'm trying to find the right kind of a terms in English because I know how to paint in Spanish for the terms, not in English necessarily. But yeah, these are more warm colors because we got more reddish inside of it. If you compare both of them, you know, this is clearly some brown, darkish gray, if you want, compared to the red. While if you look like this, these are clearly more in tune. It's like these blocks got more, it's grabbing more red from the pillars. So it's going to, for the inner part, unless I cover kind of at the pillars on the inner side, but I don't want to, it's going to merge better together. If I wanted to go for the classical kind of a Japanese temple setting where you use more whiteage for this and you use something like quartz or concrete even, or the stem for the mushroom, which is kind of a really whitish green, probably for that is going to be better charcoal. But in this case, it's either the spruce or the blossom. The blossom is not bad actually. Kind of I want to look only at the trunks, not with that side. It's like a jungle log with the spruce texture, but I like this texture for the wood more. To me, this tells me like it's more like a more solid wood. I don't know the names of wood in Spanish. I mean in English, so I can't tell exactly which wood I'm referring to, but it's clearly more like a solid one. So, okay, we do this, and we can replace it. And the reason why I don't strip it is mostly because I'm not used to stripped wood, to be honest. I really like the bare wood. I don't know if this is because maybe interesting. It feels like it counts that I'm outside of the block, so I can't insta-minder. Yeah, that should be it, right? Yes. And then we're going to do the roof and everything else. But yeah, so I believe this is going to be how we go from right on, and I will catch you up later when I got more progress on the roof. So, are you ready? Because this is how it looks. And I extended, of course, the pillars, so now they go all the way up to the top. And that's important because later on I'm going to use them as a hookup, but also because then I can use them all the way to the top to connect for the trim. So it's a small gimmick there that also is going to be useful. And then we got the main supports, of course, the beams that are going to hold out the ceiling, and the last step is just adding the slabs and move everything up. But now I'm waiting for Siren, which is eating right now, for helping me to move the engine and hopefully find a way to kind of move that cable out of the way. So I'm hoping some type of RS universal cable with POA, which are going to transfer energy and items, so I can use only the top side, and that way I can have like the fully contained block on the top part. But we shall see. So this is how we go, or what we have right now, and I still got still more time this week, so probably I'm going to do the roof right now. And with a kick soup, you can see that I got some coconut in the bag because we need a lot of wood. And you can see now the roof part is done. So with this, hopefully you get a better template on how everything. I got the idea on my head. Like this is going to be the entrance. Of course, you are going to entrance like zigzagging on the door like this, and then you are going to be received with this type of kind of a room, which is going to be the main hall. I still think I want to close this somehow, like it's going to look like it's closed, but not really. So probably another type of kind of a set of doors where you are going to zigzag like this. And that way, when you come from the outside, you still got a way to enter inside, but not necessarily going there. And I don't think I want to use doors, by the way, because I like kind of the idea that the temple is somewhat like abandoned, so there's no like monks anymore here that are going to be able to open this huge door or something like that. So yeah, no door for transit. So everything is going to be tall and open, and of course we need to do the walls, which is the next step, but that's going to be for the next week for sure. I still need to farm a lot of wood. But yeah, now with the spruce, I think everything is more in tone. Of course, this becomes darker, but it's going to be fine, and we're going to start adding lamps and different things. So this is still my storage, not complete, but pretty much fully done. We moved with the help of Siren finally the kind of at everything that was here powering. Oh, hello Enderman. And also I went ahead and also redo the XP tower. So right now there is no way for me to access to it, but that's going to be solved soon. So I pulled everything 2 blocks taller, and I think I already did it properly. I haven't tested it out yet, but I think I did everything properly. So yeah, this is kind of where we are right now. And these are still connected. I just threw more bottle of enchanting from the last set. I actually think I even could remove the bottle of enchanting from the bottom side. So this is going to be my storage. But I'm not so sure yet. Maybe... I mean, the thing is... Yeah, maybe it's going to be better to have some. But... regardless, this is like the refined storage cable. I just made some covers for it because I tried to do something with that but didn't work. We moved with the help of Siren the generator over here. She added some cables, so now everything is connected on the top. And sadly here in this modpack we don't have cables that also transfer data, so I needed to get more creative, and everything is connected with the dreams here. And yeah, everything is attached, and the idea is going to have a redstone link from the create mod that's going to be powering either the piston immediately or the trim block, or probably here. But yeah, it's going to make this observer kind of a clock going tuk 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 tuk, and then everything is going to be showering down with the XP. But for now we need to collect even more XP, by the way. And I'm still thinking if I'm going to add something to try to cover that or just leave it like a hole. Because it looks weird, but in terms of covering this, the only kind of option that we have is the iron grate. And I don't know, it's still going to look weird. I guess it's better than nothing, but... I mean, when you use it, can I use the camera? Yes. When you use it, it still looks kind of weird, so it's going to look like that a little bit. I don't know, probably, but that's going to be for later. Right now, I don't want to do with that. So this has been the whole improvement, and to be honest, I'm kind of really happy with this. We got a new set of gear, we are with the new update, and yeah, so... Oh, still Enderman there. So this is kind of what we're going to do from here onwards. For the last week, I plan to reach level 75 because I want to get my first point in bartering. I just kind of managed to encounter one vendor room and I just ran out with no gold. So that was kind of a big mistake. But from here onwards, what we are going to do is just keep building in a more probably a steady way, at least for the next weeks, we shall see how everything goes. But that's going to be everything from me for this episode. So if you're interested, feel free to drop by on my Twitch. I haven't been in a constant schedule for streaming, to be honest, so you better subscribe and following me there and activate the notifications, because I'm still heavy focusing into developing my own tabletop RPG game, and things are going super well there also. So yeah, that's my priority, and if I need to not stream for me to actually develop more, I'm just going to skip the streams. So be aware that if you are not subscribed yet there, you are going to miss the stream. So yeah, feel free to drop by there, and see you. Bye.